The most important thing before we talk about budget is understanding that if you don't have a strategy, you're going to waste every single penny. Anybody that wants to be successful with Facebook ads, they need to sit down and thoroughly think about what is their strategy. How are they going to capture attention? There's 4 ways of capturing attention, and that's it, only 4. There's video content, picture content, which is graphics. We got audio content, and then there's written content. One of those 4 needs to be addressed. If you, as a startup business, do not provide one of those 4 ways consistently, one of those 4 methods is going to make it that much more difficult for you to get there. Now, I built, just to be more specific on this, I know that this opens up a lot of questions and people don't know where to start. I actually created a mini course, a series of mini courses for people to get started. But it's a series of short videos that talk about the strategy on Facebook, what it works, what works today, what doesn't work, and then some basics on setting up the business manager and all the other things along the way that is going to help anybody get started, because it's just too short. Again, how bad do you want it, right? Now, what I don't want is people to start investing $1,000 a day because Manuel says put everything there. I don't want that to happen because you're going to waste a lot of money on it. And a lot of people actually give up because they spend money and they don't get the return. The most important thing is not your budget. The most important thing is your strategy. Does it have a path? Just like you can launch a product that does not really have a good effect, that doesn't have a demand, you can actually launch a strategy that doesn't work. So you have to be willing to adjust. One of the main qualities of a successful entrepreneur is persistence, no matter what. If you fail, you go at it again. If you fail, you go at it again. Sometimes to run a successful Facebook ads campaign, you have to run 10 or 20 campaigns until you hit it home with one good one. It's actually quite normal to go for that. So persistence along the way is key. Now, the opportunity is so big that what I would tell you is build the strategy right away. Like, how are you going to actually put a lot of content out there? Are you going to hire somebody? Are you going to do it yourself? There's so many tools for you to provide content right now. For example, if you go to a website called answerthepublic.com, on that website, you can see what people are searching for around your niche market. And then you can just answer the public. These are actual Google queries that are being done by people every single day. So there's ways today to generate content, because what you know on your area is something that most people don't even begin to understand. So just like I know a lot about marketing, and you guys don't necessarily know about my areas that much, well, what you guys know is really good and really powerful, and most people want to hear about it and they want to learn about it. So it's your job to communicate them. So write a strategy that makes it something that you can feel like, oh, this is an actual path that I can take. I'm going to do this content. I'm going to post 6 times a day. I'm going to learn about the business manager on Facebook. I'm going to study my competition. I'm going to create an audience over here. I'm going to build an ad of an image. I'm going to put a list of my customers, whatever it is. Build a strategy and then start running some ads. On Facebook, you can run $2 a day on some campaigns or $5 a day. It doesn't require any long-term commitment, but you need to stop doing the boost button and start learning about Business Manager. How? business.facebook.com. Get the account set up and get your feet wet and start doing something about it. And little by little, improve the skill and get obsessed about learning the platform every single day, because we got a good, I would say, 5 years before this thing gets too expensive. And now most of us will not be able to afford it anymore. Right, and be willing to run the long game, to play the long game, not just, oh, I ran it for a month and it didn't work and I lost my shirt. No, that's not the way it works. You have to get better at it. You have to keep on improving and keep on going after it. I mean, if you're trying to build a real business, it does take time. That's the reality of what we have going on today. Like, basically, there's 2 types of companies. There's product sellers and brand builders. I'm super into building brands. Building a brand takes time. Like, it's something that you're going to do over time. If you're a product seller only, like somebody that only sells on Amazon, if you get shut down on Amazon tomorrow, you're done. It's over. If you build a brand on your Shopify channel, on your own websites, and you actually built it, and there's attention on social media, on Facebook and Instagram, you can eventually hand that business down to your family and children. That's basically the difference between a brand builder and a product seller. And the ones that are going to stand out in the end, the ones that are going to remain alive, are the ones that worked hard on building their brands in social media.